Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Everett High School, this very special night in which we are dedicating the Nurses Suite to our friend, mother, best friend, aunt, cousin, love of our lives, Carole O'Keefe. I am not going to read the bio tonight. I read that when we presented this the night that we had the school committee vote on it, but I am going to invite Kelly up because it's beautifully written, and it sums up not only things about Carole, but why we've agreed that that suite should be dedicated to her. So I welcome you all tonight, and without further ado, let me just explain what we're going to do for those of you I didn't reach out there in the foyer. We're going to go through this. We're going to take some pictures. You'll be invited to go have something to eat. Our culinary arts department was so gracious to have this spread of beautiful food up here for us this evening. When we finish with all of that, the family, Carole's immediate family, will go downstairs one flight to the nurses' station for the unveiling of the plaque. The reason we're not all going together, it's a small area for all of these people to get into. So for everyone to enjoy it and see where it is and what it looks like, it's better let the family go first, and then everyone else can go down, and then you're welcome to leave after that, or stay for the exciting school committee meeting. It's up to you. Thank you again, and at this moment, I would like to present our superintendent, Ms. Priya Tahaliani.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here this evening as we honor the legacy of the late Miss Carole Dellery O'Keefe, a beloved school nurse here in the Everett Public Schools, right here at Everett High School. It was my pleasure to support the request to name the EHS Nurse's Office in her memory. I'm especially honored to be able to meet some of the O'Keefe and Dellery family members this evening for the first time. And on behalf of the Everett Public Schools, I do hope that this dedication brings you and your family a genuine sense of pride and happiness. Without delay, I would like to introduce the school committee members, Millie Cardillo and Mayor Carlo Di Maria, who sponsored this dedication and made tonight's festivities possible.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. It's great to see you all here tonight to dedicate the Nurses Suite to our beloved Carole, Miss O'Keefe. Never called her Carole in my life. I have a citation here, but before that, I'd like to just to, I'm reminiscing back in my days at 484 Broadway, Everett High School, where Mrs. O'Keefe was our school nurse. And I see some heads nodding because I know a couple ladies in the back were her aides. She had a lot of aides in that office. It was more than the nurse's office. It was an office where you could sit before, kids who had social and emotional problems, or if they had problems at home. We didn't have the type of support that there is today, right? You had guidance counselors. They were a little different back then than they are now. I think we are getting better and better with recognizing children have emotional issues, social issues. Mrs. O'Keefe did that for the whole school. She was that person that you went to when you had an issue at home, or you had an issue with another kid, or you were being bullied, or whatever it was. That was like a safe haven. And you went to her, and the problem got solved. She went right to the principal, to Mr. Leo, Mr. Malloy, and those issues were taken care of. She was that, and I see some tears from some of the students, and I'm sure there'd be thousands of students here tonight if they all knew we were doing this, and I'm sure they don't know, because I know a lot of my classmates didn't even know. She was a wonderful mother to us. I know she had her own family, right? She had her, brother, and her children, and her grandchildren, and her friends, but to us, Miss O'Keefe was our mother. She was that woman that would talk to our parents to let us go to a prom. She had that conversation with my mother and father to let me go out to sleep over a friend's house. And that stuff didn't exist. But Miss O'Keefe was that person, that conduit that we used to talk to our mothers and fathers. I mean, true. I'm a son of immigrants, right? My parents were newly in this country. Carole O'Keefe was a diamond in the rough, so no better, and then when you were sick, she always took good care of you. I was sick a lot because I never got my work done. So it was a place I could hide for a class or two. Mrs. O'Keefe took care of me that way. So I do have a citation for her. And I do want to wish you all a wonderful weekend at the wedding. And I'm praying for all of you, and I hope it's a great weather-wise, and look forward to seeing pictures down the line. But I have a citation. I'm going to read the citation, and Paul, maybe if you want to come up to stand beside me, Paul Delora, you want to come up? I'll read it to you, Paul, on behalf of the family. Is that okay, or you want the girls, her brother, right? Well, Paul, come up, and we'll downstairs. We can do something downstairs. So, Paul, it's an official citation. Be it known to all that as on the Mayor Carole DeMaria, hereby offer my most sincerest remembrance to the O'Keefe family in recognition of Carole O'Keefe. On behalf of the City of Everett, please be assured that Carole will always be remembered for her unlimited compassion and kindness for every student. This dedication is evidence of her amazing ability to provide comfort and care. She will be remembered always, given the 17th day of October, 2022.
Very nice, thank you.
Well, now we have a guest that came this evening that I'm very happy to see, because he meant a lot to Carole when she was at the high school. And he has no idea that I'm going to ask him to come up and say anything. But Dr. Omar Easy, Superintendent of Schools of Wayland, Massachusetts, is here this evening. And please come up and tell us how much you love Mrs. O'Keefe, because she loved you.
Thank you. I was not expecting to speak, so excuse me if I get emotional. Nurse O'Keefe, she meant a lot to me as a student in this high school. She was an advocate before we had advocates. She was an ally before there was allies. She was a social worker before there were social workers. She has been an amazing person in my family. She knew myself, my sister, my two brothers, and same stories, same loving, caring Nurse O'Keefe. And I am so honored to actually be in the presence of her family today, as this amazing, well overdue dedication is given to her. Next time maybe we should do a little earlier so she can actually be here for it. Yeah. But I think the gesture is amazing. I think it just exemplifies what we do, what we believe as folks of Everett, how we look after each other and recognize the amazing job we've done over a career. There's several others who have been instrumental to the growth of this city, student like myself who went through this high school. I came here as a junior in high school, and Nurse O'Keefe's office was a safe haven. There's numbers of students who all knew that if they're ever in a place of distress, they know where to go. I remember when I was in high school and we go to Nurse O'Keefe's office, and Principal Thomas and Vice Principal Bobby Marks was come to the nurse's office to clear the nurse office, which is always the case. And it so happened that Nurse O'Keefe would stand right between students and administration and was like, "No, I got it. They're fine. They'll be okay." And you always know you go there, and she's always going to wrap her arms around you and make sure you're okay. And it so happened years later, I become an administrator in this building, and we go through the nurse's office to say to the kids, "Get out, let's go, you go to class." So simple and just really relevant things that you always cherish. And she has a special place in my heart. I truly would say that she was a part of my growth, my success as an Everett school student here. So thank you again, and well-deserved. I appreciate the opportunity to say hi to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Easy. At this time, not all of the school committee members are here, but I would like to bring those that are up and introduce you. The mayor and I, as members of the board, did sponsor this. The superintendent approved it. The school committee voted in favor of it. It took a village. We've got it done, and I'd like to recognize them. So please come up, if you will, all the school committee members. Come over this way a little bit more so we can all see you. Okay. Right here we have Michael Mangan with Jason Marcus, Samantha Lambert, our chair, Jeannie Cristiano, and Marconi Barros. And over there, off to the side a little bit, is Riley, and she is our student representative. And she comes to all our meetings and speaks on TV and gives us updates of what's going on in the school, what the students want, what the students need. And she does a fantastic job. Thank you all. And now at this time, I just want you to enjoy yourself with the food. We have officially, we have one more speaker, and a very important one, I almost forgot. We have one of Carole's daughters, Kelly O'Keefe Miller, who's here from Illinois with her wonderful husband, Walter. For those of you that haven't heard the beautifully written bio that was read on TV the night we sponsored it, please listen to the words. And when you listen to it, you'll realize why this is such an important piece of Everett history, dedicating this in Carole's name. Thank you all.
Welcome, everybody. It's a wonderful and honorable evening for our family and our friends. I wish to thank the sponsors, Millie and Carlo, the superintendent, as well as the school committee for supporting this. This was something I had thought about doing for my mother's 85th birthday. As you know, she did not make it, but she would have been very proud seeing this turnout. So, this was read at the school committee when they supported and voted on doing this dedication. Carole Lois Delory O'Keefe was born in Everett on July 31st, 1937, and resided in Everett most of her life. After graduating Everett High School in 1955, Carole pursued her dream of becoming a nurse and graduating from Whidden Memorial Hospital School of Nursing in 1958. She furthered her education through coursework at Boston College School of Nursing. Early in her career, Carole shared her love of nursing by teaching nursing students while also caring for patients at the Whidden Hospital until 1962. Then becoming a wife and mother of 3, she devoted her time to her family while remaining active in the Everett community by participating in civic celebrations, sporting events, and also charitable fundraising. In 1972, Carole returned to the nursing profession as an industrial nurse and received her EMT certification from Bunker Hill Community College. In 1979, she began her career in public health, working for the city of Everett and returning to Everett High School as the school nurse. It was a demanding job. She sometimes treated more than 70 patients a day with ailments across the board in a broad spectrum of conditions. Not only did she effectively tend to her patients, she also established a mentoring program where students would assist her with some of the administrative duties. And as several have said tonight, hang out. The help from those students allowed her to better care for those in need of medical treatment. The students of Everett High School became her second family, and she cherished her time with each and every one of them. In 1999, Carole retired from the city of Everett as the acting nursing supervisor of the health department. Although officially retired, she continued to work on a part-time basis, substituting during position vacancies and also during scheduled leaves of absence or time off. Initially in Everett, and then following at Essex North Shore Agricultural and Technical School in Middleton. In 2017, she fully retired at the age of 80. With many years of nursing experience and 20-plus years in public health, her logistical knowledge was instrumental in assisting with the planning and design of the nurses' suite at the newly proposed Everett High School, where we are today. She was excited and honored to be able to contribute to the future success of students from Everett, and Carole was always so proud of the city she loved. Thank you all.
Well, it is official. The suite is dedicated to Nurse Carole Delory O'Keefe. God bless her family and all her friends for being here to support this tonight. We're all so proud. We knew her, we loved her, and we'll always keep her in our hearts. Please join us now. Allow the family to go down. We'll do the unveiling. The refreshments are over here. Please help yourself. And then after, give it at least 5 minutes, and then you can start straggling down so that everybody won't be on top of each other. Okay, thank you again for being here. Thank you.